Hello, everyone. I know this was quite a busy event, and I hope I can say something doesn't waste your time and make you feel worth to stay here. So I'm the founder and CEO of WSPN, and we are a new startup focused on the stablecoin payment area. But I'm not new in crypto. So I did my first investment in crypto in 2013, and the parent company, CTH Group, focused on crypto area since 2016. We have invested to more than 200 portfolio companies in crypto area. But why we started to launch a new stablecoin, and why we want to focus on the new infra of stablecoin payment. So the first thing I want to share with you is about the transition from e-money to stablecoin. Because a lot of people think we already have a PayPal, we already have an Alipay, have WeChat Pay, so the job is finished, right? There's nothing to do with payment. But I need to say the job is never finished. If we look at the current status about the globalization, about the real world digital payment, we know the friction is still there, is still there. Because think about it, we have 8 billion people in the world, but how many people have the access of the financial service? How many people have the access of the bank account? The bank, all the payment company, what they are doing now is not a real digital payment. What they are doing now is electronic payment. What they are sending, you are sending in money. And there are 3 pain points for the current e-money. The first thing I already mentioned is about the inclusion. How to include as most of people as we can from the world. Because people should be granted to the access. Because a lot of people, they complain the globalization is dead. But how can you expect it very prosperous economy, but you don't have access to the payment structure? So that's the first thing. And the second thing is the friction. So when people wire money, especially they do cross-border payment, and the traditional company, traditional broker, they charge incredible, crazy high commission, right? Because we know in Singapore, a lot of helpers, maids, they walk in Singapore, they want to wire money to their hometown, and the broker, they charge 20%, sometimes they charge more than 20% for their payment. It's not fair, right? And the third thing is over-regulation. I'm not talking about the regulation should not be there. Regulation should be in place, but we never encourage the over-regulation. So that means if the government is not happy, if any regulator is not happy, they will freeze your account, they'll reach the hand to your account and grab your money. And that's not fair, I have to say. So that's why we need the stablecoin payment. But then the next question is, a lot of people say we already have a USDC, and they have a 90% share combined. And what else you want to do in the stablecoin area? They think the stablecoin is down, but I want to repeat, it's never been that easy. Stablecoin payment, the job is not finished. It's not finished yet. If you look at the current stablecoin, so do you think they are really stablecoin? From my personal understanding, they are not real stablecoin. They're just, I call them company donor. That's several companies. They print digital donor. And then you have to trust the company. You have to trust the management team, trust their capability, their integrity, their honesty, and to do with how to manage the treasury, right? If they made mistakes, the cost is on your side. So basically, we want to improve the current stablecoin. We want to bring the stablecoin from now to Stablecoin 2.0. What do? We're focused on the 4 aspects. The first thing is we want to focus on the incentive. So now USDT, USDC, all those stablecoins, they don't give you any incentive. They take all your interest, and they don't give any incentive to the bank, to the distributors. It's not fair, right? It's not fair. I know they have a very good life, but they take all the profit. So what we do is, we want to offer better incentive to the users, to the distributors, to all the participants in the ecosystem. And the second thing we want to do better is the governance. Because now you may heard, the past year when the government they bring down the SVB, right? There's a background of the Silicon Valley Bank, and then the USDC get depegged, and that happened again and again. It happened a lot for USDT as well, get depegged. Okay, the reason is that nobody knows where the money goes to. So where the people make a right decision, will they use the underlying assets to invest in T-bills or even more higher risk assets? You never know. What you need to do is just need to trust that people, right? And that's not a real stablecoin. Stablecoin should be the most important infra of Web3, but the current stablecoin product is the opposite. It's totally not Web3. It's 100% centralized. So what we want to do is we want to bring the community into the governance. We want to let the people decide where we should put the money to. We want the people know, the real time of a preferred reserve. Because you cannot rely on audit firm to write a attestation report for you. The PwC, they wrote the audit report for Evergrande, and then it turns out to be a big hole, right? I'm not talking about any specific audit firm, but just you cannot trust them, right? So we want to do it in a Web3 way. We want to bring the community back in the governance. And the third thing we definitely want to do better is the accessibility. If you ask your friends, have you heard about the USDT, USDC, all the stablecoin? They may heard about it. But the next question is, can they really buy it? Can they really to get access of the stablecoin? So the answer is no. Now the accessibility for stablecoin is quite limited. What we want to do is we want to bring the next 1 billion, 4 billion users. Think about the traditional internet users. There are 4 billion users. But how many users in stablecoin? There are only 100 million users or 200 million users, less than 5%. So how to bring in the other 95% users into stablecoin? That's a serious question. And we want to integrate with the current B2C platform, Alipay, WeChat Pay, TikTok. We want to make everyone accessible to the stablecoin. And the last thing is the usability. The usability. So we want to maximize the usability. Why the market cap in the past 10 years, the market cap of stablecoin is only 170 billion. It's not a great success. To me, I think it's too slow. If you look at the current cross-border payment, it's 108 trillion, right? It's not billion, it's a trillion. We are still too small. The game is still earning, not finished yet. USDT, USDC, they are dominant when the market cap is 170 billion. But how about, let's say in the next 10 years, when the market cap reaches to 10 trillion, do you still believe they will get 90% of the market share? I don't believe. I don't believe it. So we want to maximize the usability. Everybody can use stablecoin for asset management, to pay salary, to pay their rent, to buy daily stuff in a 7-Eleven convenience store. That's our dream. We want to bring the stablecoin into a real use case. So that's what we want to do. And the last thing I want to share is to unlock what's the possibilities for the digital future. So let's just think about longer, the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, how will be the world look like, right? So what can stablecoin really do? Firstly, I'm a strong believer stablecoin can unlock the huge potential of asset management. So in the future, you can use stablecoin to do the one-stop asset management. If you want to buy stock, if you want to trade crypto, you want to trade commodity, or gold, silver, everything, Everything you want to buy, you have a universal payment solution, and that will be stablecoin. You cannot find another stablecoin payment solution. So that's for one-stop asset management. And the second potential for stablecoin is to be used in the AI era. Because in the AI era, the use case will be there will be a machine need to pay another machine $100. How can the machine do it? Will the machine write a check or they use the credit card? No, definitely not. The only solution will be the smart contract, will be the blockchain-driven, blockchain technology-driven, automotive, smart contract payment, and that's stablecoin payment. And the last thing is about how to make a customized payment. Say now you send your kids abroad, your kids are in university, you want to support him, right? But the real thing is you don't want to give him big money. At one time, you may need the wasting term. You may need him to wasting term. And sometimes you can put additional terms. Say if you get a AAA, then you get the money. If you don't reach to the milestone, you don't get the money. You have to earn your own money. And that's how to make the payment. Purely 100% customized. And what we can do is use this stablecoin. So I talked to my partner, John Partridge. John was the legend in the payment industry. He was the president for Visa Global. And he led the IPO of Visa in 2008. I asked him, where's your passion? So what's the next job you want to do? He said, what I want to do is something bigger than Visa. And the stablecoin, we truly believe stablecoin is much bigger than Visa. Thank you. Thank you all.